Hi, my name is Tom Kelly. I'm the U.S. Consul General in Sao Paulo, Brazil. This is a very exciting time to be working in Brazil, one of the world's largest and fastest growing economies. I'd like to share with you some thoughts about what's happening in Brazil's southern economic heartland, including Sao Paulo, this nation's business capital. Brazil's 5 southern states of Sao Paulo, Mato Grosso do Sul, Paraná, Santa Catarina, and Rio Grande do Sul have a population of about 72 million people. That's the same combined population as California, Texas, and Michigan. The region has a $785 billion economy. The economy of Sao Paulo state alone is larger than any Latin American economy except Mexico and Brazil itself. Southern Brazil's diversified economy includes world-class agribusiness, a thriving financial sector, manufacturing, and a growing energy sector. More than 350 of the world's 500 largest companies have significant operations here. Since 2003, Brazil's been one of the world's most dynamic economies. Its economy grew over 7% in 2010, and in 2011 it's expected to grow at close to 4%. Because of that growth, Brazilians have more money than ever. Over the past decade, some 40 million Brazilians have entered the ranks of the country's middle class. That's the largest movement out of poverty ever achieved in the history of Latin America. Brazil's on pace to become the world's 5th largest economy by the end of the decade. That sustained growth creates tremendous business opportunities for U.S. exporters and U.S. investors. U.S. exports are surging here in Brazil, growing at a double-digit rate. We have a larger trade surplus with Brazil than we do with any other trading partner in the world. Investment capital is flooding into this market. $48 billion was invested here in Brazil in 2010. This year, that inflow could reach $70 billion. The American Chamber of Commerce, based in Sao Paulo, is the largest AmCham anywhere outside of the United States. Brazilians also love to travel to the United States. In Sao Paulo alone, in 2010, we processed 330,000 non-immigrant visas. That's more than any U.S. consulate anywhere in the world. And this year, our business is up another 40%. We'll process almost 500,000 visas this year. If you're interested in doing business in Brazil, Sao Paulo is a great place to start. Sao Paulo, Brazil's business capital, is the largest city in South America, the largest city in the Southern Hemisphere, and the 3rd largest metropolitan area in the world. The market surrounding Sao Paulo is diverse, it's wealthy, and it's full of opportunities. This area has a world-class agribusiness sector. It has one of the biggest concentrations of financial institutions in the world. The region also lies adjacent to Brazil's extensive offshore oil and natural gas deposits discovered over the past few years. These deposits are estimated to contain over 50 billion barrels of oil. Brazil will become a key global energy producer over the next decade. Brazil is already an important renewable energy producer, deriving 70% of its energy from sources such as biofuels. High technology companies, including U.S. firms, are also expanding into new sectors like wind energy. There's also going to be some great opportunities associated with major sporting events here in southern Brazil over the next few years. The first has to do with the 2014 Soccer World Cup, the largest sporting event in the world. 3 southern Brazilian cities are going to host games for the World Cup: Sao Paulo, Curitiba, and Porto Alegre. That's going to create lots of infrastructure opportunities over the next few years. In 2016, Rio de Janeiro is going to host the Summer Olympics. Sao Paulo is going to have a major role in those Olympics, both as an air gateway and as a provider of services. If a booming economy, growing consumer market, and huge infrastructure opportunities sound good to you, give us a call. Sao Paulo is home to the U.S. Consulate General. Our team has no more important job than helping U.S. businesses. Our team includes sectoral experts from the U.S. Commercial Service who can identify and develop business opportunities for you here in Brazil. They can introduce you to distributors and provide you with customized market research on many opportunities that exist here. We have many other American agencies that can help you. These include the U.S. Department of Agriculture and the U.S. Trade Development Agency, which works on a daily basis to help U.S. companies participate with the many infrastructure projects that are taking place here in Brazil. And finally, we can work with U.S. companies to provide trade financing and insurance through the U.S. Export-Import Bank and the Overseas Private Investment Corporation. If you'd like more information about business opportunities in the booming Brazilian economy, we'd love to hear from you. As they say here in Brazil, ciao.